Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I've got some milk paint testing of will it milk paint or not. I picked up these two little trinket boxes at my thrift store. They do have a lacquer on them and this print inside. I wanted to remove the print, but it wasn't removable. It's like sealed inside of there and I didn't want to break it. So I covered all of the wood and the glass in Mod Podge, and then I'm going to go over it with this milk paint in a pickle. So it's still pretty watery, and that's because I just mixed it. You do equal parts water to powder, 1-to-1 ratio, and then you let it set up for about 10 to 15 minutes and it'll thicken up. So I do about 5 coats because this is a pretty dark wood, and I knew that was going into it was going to require a lot of coats. So in total, I believe it was about 5, and I did use my heat gun in between each layer to dry and get a nice crackle going. So here you see this is after 5 layers and it's fully dried. We have great cracking and crazing on here. And so I'm gonna go in with a sanding block. So you see here we have some natural lifting and chipping off, and that's quite okay. So this is a 220 grit sanding block. I got these off of Amazon. I'll link everything in the description box. And I'm going to use a light hand to sand any of those little like roughness you get with milk paint. Sometimes it'll bubble up, especially when you're using a heat gun. And so we're just smoothing it down, and I'm using a light touch. I'm not pressing that hard because I also don't want to completely remove the paint either. I did use Mod Podge as my base and it did adhere to it, but because my mixture was a little runnier, I probably should have used less water. I had to use a lot of coats. So I'm using these IOD seed packet transfers, and I kind of have a hodgepodge of them left over. But I'm just going to pick what I like and what's going to fit. And you need to do this before you seal your milk paint in, because the transfers won't stick if you put down a wax-based sealer over your milk paint. They'll come right off. So you need to do this before you seal, and then your transfers have to be sealed as well. So lay these down. They're little adhesive stickers, and then each transfer booklet comes with a transfer stick, as you can see I'm using here, and we're just going to rub that transfer on and lift the vellum on top away. This is called the waterfall method, and then we're going to make sure we varnish or make sure it's adhered. I just use my fingertips. Some people use the back of the vellum. It's whatever you want. And then we're going to seal them and seal the bases of the boxes, seal everything in my go-to folk art antiquing wax. So if you haven't used antiquing wax before, there are different kinds. Some are more waterier. I can't talk today. Some have a looser consistency and some are like a true hard wax. This is obviously on the water. It's more liquid. It's not as dense. And I do like it. It gets in all of the little cracks and crevices. And I am eventually probably going to try this was my first kind of wax that I bought, and I'm determined to get through it. I love it. I'm probably going to buy it again, but I want to dabble in other waxes and see how they perform. So my next one I might buy either like Fusion's aging wax or what have you. But I have loved the folk art antiquing wax. It really, I do enjoy it. The antiquing wax is going to bring out the richness of your milk paint. So you see how it like completely changes the hue of the in a pickle milk paint color. It just really richens up the green, and it gives it. And I also here, I'm just showing you the difference. On the left I put antiquing wax versus the right, and it took away that orangey hue on the lacquer of the paint. So I did do the undersides. So these are the boxes complete. I really like how they came out. They are the right amount of chippy for me. This is not everyone's aesthetic, I get that, but now we have this fun little trinket box, and it's felted inside already, and I just love how these came out. And this is just a friendly reminder that if you like what you're seeing here, don't forget to give me a like and a subscribe. So now on our second project, I found this ceramic, maybe porcelain. I don't think it's porcelain. It feels ceramic, praying angel at my local thrift. And we're going to see if milk paint will adhere to this. So this is leftover from the boxes. And I did not prep this angel with anything. I did not put a base down. And I did add a little more water actually to my milk paint because it thickened up a bit, and I didn't want it to be a cakey, chalky, layered effect. I wanted it to be thin and have a very kind of almost dipped, dyed, if you will. I didn't want it to be that opaque is what I'm trying to say, I guess. So I used my heat gun. I did like 1.5 layers of this paint on the angel. And then I used my heat gun to completely dry it. And once it was totally dry, I went in and sprayed the whole thing with weather defense spray, and that is just to seal in the milk paint. I knew it was going to be porous and hold on to it, but I didn't want too much chipping paint to come off of it. So now that that's dry as well, I'm going to go in and add my folk art antiquing wax, and I'm going to take my same brush, and to prevent any more paint coming off too as well, I'm holding with a paper towel on the other hand. So this is just to get it into all those crevices. And this is where I kind of wish I had some decrepit dust to put really like kind of make it look more aged. And I don't wipe the wax back. I dab it off because I did want the wax to kind of darken what paint did chip off so that it wasn't this stark white, and just to kind of make it look a little dirty. And so you can see all the paint that kind of fell off as I was brushing it, and this is okay. This is exactly what I wanted, and now it's just whether I want to let it go or keep it. But all of my crafts are, if they are for sale, they are listed in my Etsy shop. The link is in the description box below. I hope you guys enjoyed this fun little Will It Milk Paint little video here, and don't forget me to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next video. Bye.